Hello everybody, Conodger here. Welcome back to Dirt Rally, and welcome back to Pikes Peak. We are continuing our little stint through the Hill Climb Championship, where we are still... No, we are no longer in the open. We are now in the Clubman, I believe, if I remember correctly. And we are now on the mixed surface version of Pikes Peak. So that means it's going to be some asphalt and some gravel. It's more like dirt than it is gravel. It's very soft gravel, I suppose. Did a couple practice runs to warm up. Let's get started though with our first stage of the day. And off we go. In our still slightly detuned hill climb car here. The Peugeot will eventually become a complete monster. But for right now, I'm actually pretty happy with it being detuned. Helping me learn the course a little bit better, a little, easier. In my previous attempts, I was using the Mac Daddy fully tuned version, and it's just a little much. I think I'm getting there, though. I'm starting to, at least really for this first sector and a little bit of the second, really starting to become familiar with the layout. Came familiar with it. Oversteer. Yikes. Didn't have any of that in practice. But yeah, I'm starting to recognize landmarks and where the turns are, what kind of turn it is. So that's good. That's the biggest challenge of all of this. Much more so than with the regular rally, because you get a co-driver to tell you what to do. It is quite late today, and I'm recording this a little bit after midnight. Yay. Easy car. That probably looked pretty cool from the outside. Yeah, I was quite busy today. Got a car in the garage that I'm working on, and it's a customer car, if you will. Ooh, that was close. Okay, here's where we go to dirt. Trying to earn some extra money to sink into our little race car build there. So hopefully that's the case. It has been kind of a nightmare of a project. Well, not a nightmare. Nothing majorly wrong has gone, or nothing has majorly gone wrong, I guess I should say. But, as with any kind of project, it's much more involved than I initially thought it would be. It's supposed to be just a wheel bearing job and new brake rotors on a 98 Mustang. Nothing too major. I'm just not very familiar with working on American stuff. Always worked on imports. Never worked with a solid rear axle before, so it's all new to me. You could say it's foreign to me. No, not really. Yeah, as I was kind of talking about this on Twitter, I basically learned everything about this just through watching YouTube videos. So YouTube, coming through in other areas other than just entertainment. Fourth place, that's okay. Pretty sure these guys are using more fully tuned cars than I am, but that's okay. That was pretty clean. Did I? I don't remember hitting anything. Okay, if you say so, I will fix it. I guess the mechanic's got to do something, right? Here we go again. Trying to push maybe a little harder this time. Had a clean first run, so that means that we have that kind of in our bank, so we can lean on that if need to be. Not maybe as high as I would hope to be. But I think it was probably good enough. Certainly a little bit more speed left in her. I get used to giving this car lots of steering input, especially in turn-in. I wonder if the tires are the same on the mixed surface as they are with the pure asphalt version, or if they've given us a mixed surface tire. Okay, that was cleaner right there. Yeah, that would be interesting to know. It would be nice if it would tell us things like that, but I suppose that's just too much to ask for. Oh yeah, this is feeling like a really good run so far. Only a little under halfway though. Oh yeah, that was green right there. And a little wide. It wasn't the end of the world. But boy, after the weird week I've had with health issues, I'm just glad to have a decent voice again. It's not 100% better, but it's certainly a lot better than it was. And into the dirt. This portion of dirt, I don't mind too much. It's the last portion that I seem to struggle with, or struggled with in the past. Oh, this was not very good here. I got a little sideways, not enough. Oh, that was green again, though. Sweet. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright. Turn it in there. That's the problem, is sometimes you lose the nose on the exit of these. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. I swear this spot's actually easier on dirt than it is with the asphalt there, because the speeds are so much lower. And once you get up to the top, you get the high speeds with the dirt. It's a little bit more challenging up there. I don't think this is going to be a victory. No, we actually lost quite a bit in that last sector. But it was better. I think we did pretty good. 3 minutes flat. Oh yes, 5 seconds off of the first time. Very nice. Second place. Well, interestingly, we're going off to the third sector now, and it looks like maybe it's the paved version. I kind of expected, yes, the pure asphalt version. Kind of expected to be getting the same one, you know, running the sectors in order. But whatever, I guess that's okay. We'll do the third sector in the asphalt configuration. This part will not be quite as fresh in my mind, so I'm going to take it a little easy here. Just to start out. Whoa! Yep, this is me taking it easy. Ah, look at the view. Isn't it great? Come on, come on. Start the car. Alright, well, this is now purely a practice run. Oh, a little rusty up here. Not that I've ever been particularly good at the hairpins, but that was worse than usual. I wonder if I need to change maybe some setup stuff with that, because it seems like I'm struggling with the oversteer only under heavy acceleration and understeer the rest of the time. So suspension-wise and arrow-wise, I think it's understeery. Remember this turn? It's not too terribly fast. Oh wow, we're only 9 seconds down. Oh, we're gonna be more down if we go off the hill. Oh yeah, hit the sign. Signs hurt. See, we're up in the high elevation now, so we've lost a little bit of power. Are struggling to hit the two bar mark in the boost. Other thing that will change is the car gets progressively more upgraded. Although I think the first thing is weight reduction. which is weird. where are they going to remove a lot of weight from a race car like this? I don't know. Not to say that that doesn't happen in race car development. It's a huge factor of it, really. But you're usually talking, you know, 5 pounds here, 2 grams here. Not in the hundreds of pounds that are represented in game. But that's what it gives us, so that's what we will, that's what we'll live with. Well, other than the large mistake, it's been a pretty decent run for going into this with no practice. So hopefully our second run up here is much better. 6th gear. Pretty sure I did that in the last episode. So I need to find some kind of marker for this turn. For whatever reason, it's not obvious enough to me right now that that is where that turn is. I think I did it both runs up Sector 3 last time. Learn from my mistakes? That's not something I do. You all know that. Okay, across the line, 21 seconds back. Still good enough for 6th place. We can do much better than that, though. Okay, let's do this one more time. Let's roll down the hill before we start. That's how you do it. I looked at the setup stuff. I ended up not changing anything because I wasn't quite sure what to do. And other than that first incident, the car didn't feel bad up that first run. Just the driver needed some work. I mentioned, like way late for this one. Okay, this could still be a better run. We didn't have as huge of a... Way late am I braking this run? We didn't have as huge of a moment as the first run. But as I was saying, maybe midway through the last professional championship of rally, had a little discussion about setup. No. I think it may have been that was green? Really? You guys are stinking. Come on, Cone. String some thoughts together. iRacing, yes. I think it was in iRacing that I mentioned setups and how I don't like to mess with setups until I feel as though I have mastered the driving of the car. A lot of that applies over here to dirt. But there was some discussion in the comments about, well, every driver has a desired setup, even if you haven't completely learned the course or the car. There's likely things that you would prefer to be different. So I have been very nearly running off cliffs. I have been trying to do that, trying to make little changes here and there, just to experiment, just to get a feel for what the changes do. It's going to be important as we move forward. I think I'm starting to get at least a better feel here in Dirt Rally with the faster cars. Sounds like for the next update, they're doing a little bit of physics updating, which is something they've kind of not done very much of lately, but especially for the older cars, so at some point we may have to go back and revisit the, I think this is, let's see, it's coming up here, there's a speed sign on the right. I'm way early. Okay, there's the porta potty on left. That's a decent marker. Like I said, this won't be a fantastic run, but it's still going to be way better than the first. But yeah, they're updating the older cars, so we may have to revisit some of the like 60s cars at some point when they do that, just to see what all they changed. Come on, there you go, come on, oh man. 6 seconds down, that's much better. 323, third place, I can live with that. So this second one we haven't done at all, but we did the first part of mixed. It's a moderate success, so hopefully that will continue. Ooh. I got spoiled by the asphalt, didn't I? Somebody mentioned in the comments of last episode, you know, people are pretty crazy, and they actually do sit pretty close to the course. So I went and watched some Pikes Peak footage from this year, and you're not wrong. People are crazy, and they sit pretty close. But I would say there's still definitely some places that I saw people avoided that I see them here. But overall, people were still pretty crazy. There's a lot of places that I wouldn't stand. And I'm a pretty crazy guy myself. That was a messy entry, but it actually kind of worked out. Oh, see? That's a place I would not stand. It's pretty obvious cars are going to run wide there. Alright. Stretch our legs a little bit. I mean that literally. Kind of got a little leg cramping going on. Good at 6 or 7 hours straight in the garage. Climbing under cars will do that to you. Alright. It's good though. I mean, practice. Should we need to replace wheel bearings during the race this weekend at Sebring, I will be on it. I know what I'm doing. Oh man, we're going fast here. Getting a little bit more comfortable with it as far as the handbraking goes. Not taking huge slides around, but I'm taking just to grab an e-brake to get it to rotate. Jeez, I don't know that I would even stand behind the guardrail there. I'm a wimp. I even get concerned sometimes about autocross. Watching people stand right in the line of fire. I've been doing autocross a long time, and you always got to work the course. I've seen some people do some crazy things. Go off in ways you couldn't even imagine. Including people like me. I came very close to burying my car in what was essentially a lake. It's usually just a ditch down in Gainesville, where I just caught a weird little bit of understeer coming out of a turn and couldn't get the nose to stop pushing out, and went straight out into like just the edge of the water. Well, let's see how that was. Fourth place, yeah, it didn't feel particularly fast. And what do you know? It wasn't. But let's see if we can improve. Minuscule little bit of repairs. Didn't actually do them. There we go. Start the run. Can I just keep rolling backwards to get more speed? so that we can immediately stop for this hairpin. That was a little better. I think it was PackBad that noted that when we start running the full thing, it may be a little weird for me going into where these sectors start, because you don't necessarily start with as much hit of steam as you would doing the full thing. We'll have to see. I'm sure there's going to be, even once I quote-unquote master the sectors, there's still going to be a learning phase of learning the whole thing, especially when some parts of it really kind of blend together. And then learning the paved course and the mixed course at the same time just adds on to it. A little bit to the inside there. I wish the car would hook these ditches a little better than it does. Gosh, didn't I do this last time? And I said it wouldn't stand there. I don't know if there's maybe any setup changes I could do to aid it in hooking into those cambered sections. Maybe softer springs? Not sure. More camber? That's pretty good. This is where... Yep. I went off there a bunch in my early runs. Hairpin, hairpin, hairpin. Okay. Sometimes it still like gets into my mind, like I'm really, really driving on Pikes Peak, and I'm about to fly off a cliff. I'll stop talking and go into fight or flight mode. Which, that phrase has even more bearing when you're on Pikes Peak, because it really is going to be fight or flight. I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think we've had any actual, like, off the edge of the cliff flights here yet. Give it time, especially once I start getting a little bit more comfortable, pushing a little harder. Need to keep a little bit more wheel spin there. Hey guys, how you doing? Making sure you got a good look at the car. She's a beaut. Stuck. I lost some time right there. 5 seconds back, I wasn't really too much better. Had a green last sector though. Yeah, still 4th place. That's okay. Because now we're going to, I think it's going to be the same event, if you will. So we don't get points after this one. We're going to now just go to Sector 3 gravel? Maybe? Do you hear the confidence in my voice? Because it's not there. Interestingly, I had to fix the car. I didn't think I would have to, but I did. Let's see. Let's do a little... Nope, setup stayed the same. Okay, so I guess since these are in the same event, you get the same car? I don't know. We'll see. We'll learn. So now we do Sector 3. Almost hit the start box there. That would be embarrassing. Sector 3 in the dirt in the sunset. Beautiful Pikes Peak. Something I will probably not experience in real life. I could certainly go here, but I've always had a bit issue with pressure in my ears when it comes to heights and things like that. Even just going up elevators gives me like serious, really bad headaches or earaches. Not sure why that is. Seemed like it happened after a really bad ear infection as an adult, which not many adults get ear infections anyway. So my Pikes Peak career might be dashed unless they do a pressurized cabin for me. Get on it, guys. So far, I much prefer the dirt version of the top than the asphalt. So far. Interestingly, it's not really throwing me off that the surface is different as far as remembering it. So that's a good thing. I like the little bit of... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, we're still on. I like the little bit of surface detail that you can see. Just the faint bit of ruts. But it's all bump mapped in. It's not actually modeled that way. But they pull it off pretty well. Ooh, snapped over. And even with that one little incident, I think I much prefer the dirt than the asphalt at the top. I did not expect that. Did not expect that at all. And yet I did the same thing. Yeah, this is definitely... No, maybe it's not. Maybe that's a new spot to screw up. Let's see if my porta potty is still there. Yeah, because I believe it's this one coming up. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I'm so confused. I said I wasn't, but I am. Doesn't make it much slower. Oh, we should have gone slower. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, dirt's much harder. I changed my opinion. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm lost. I've lost my point of reference. In talking about how I wasn't lost, I became lost. Turn. Come on, keep turning. That is so tough. Okay. So we did what, about 3 minutes in the asphalt, and that was almost 353, 354. That's still good enough for 4th place, but there's certainly a lot of time there. Okay, so let's improve on that a little bit, huh? It's the end of the world if we don't, but I would certainly like to. Okay. It wasn't really this first section that I struggled with this time. Jeez. Grab all the wheel. It was the fast bits that really got me. I'm kind of screwing up the slow ones this time. I guess maybe that means I'll do better on the fast ones. It's okay, voice. I know, you're not used to this anymore. It's been a slow week because I've been trying to recover from the cold. Is this the spot? Maybe. Oh, okay. This is pretty slow. Whoop! I seriously need to get some kind of like wheel cam or something going for you guys because it looks so much more dramatic in front of my eyes than you're seeing. Yep. Turn. Thank you. Slow turn, slowish turn. Trying to keep lots of wheel in it, keep the front digging. Still losing pretty big amount of time there. So I think maybe we're a little bit better at the asphalt. Not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. A little bit better here. Still could be smoother. I think we're getting to the point of the really fast sections though. Just get it into 6th. Put the foot to the floor. I've done it again. Oh, much worse this time. Yep. Oh, well. Really wish it would let you just run down the hill. I just want to see the car go tumbling away. Oh, well. Guess we're going to have to go for our first run. Need to learn this top section in the dirt. Earmark that one for needs improvement. Turn, please. Thank you. That was no good. Alright, let's try and have a showy finish here. Not hit anybody, though. That would be no good. 358. Definitely no better. So we end up in 4th. We should be in good shape, though. 4th overall. And... okay, we got our first weight reduction, and we started progress on the turbo upgrade. We got somebody with the contract expiring soon. We did drop to 3rd overall in the points, but that's still enough to go up to professional. So next time we will try some more Pikes Peak in the professional championship. Thanks as always for watching. I will see you next time.